Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to add functionality to sign up users from the browser. So first, I'll start the server. So Rails s-p and then preview. So the first thing we need is a route to display the new user sign up form. If I do resources users in my routes file, then it's going to give me a route like this. Users new. Now that's okay, but that's not the route I want for my users to sign up. I simply want my sign up page to say sign up. Okay? So /sign up from your root /sign up should go to a new user sign up page. So right now it says no route matches. So let's build a route for it. Pull up your config routes.rb file. And over here, I'll do get within quotes sign up, comma, to, colon. I'll send this to users controller and then new action. Okay? So basically, when a user goes to this sign up link, it should send them to the users controller new action, which will essentially be a sign up form. So let me reload this page and see what it does now. Uninitialized constant users controller. We don't have a users controller, so let's go ahead and build it. So under app, controllers, I'm going to right click, new file, users_controller.rb, and then pull it up. I'm going to say class users controller subclass from application controller. And then within it, I'm going to define a new action and then click here, reload the page. Missing template for new. So let's go ahead and build the form now. Since we have a users controller in your views, you're going to create a new folder and then call it users. Whoops, I made an error in the name. I'll right click, rename to users. Okay, and within users folder, new file, new.html.erb. Pull it up. Okay, so here's my new form. So the form is going to be a model backed form because I have a users model. So what I'll do is I'll first go to my articles form partial and then copy this whole thing. Command C. Over here, Command V. Save that. So what did I just do here? I basically copied my form that I have for creating new articles and I'm trying to use it for users. It is a model backed form and I want the format and the styling to be very similar, so I can just reuse the styling for that. Okay, so straight off the bat, I see here render shared errors. I can use the errors partial because remember we had given it an object instead of an actual @article instance variable to work with. So here, the object is going to be a user. All right. And so in the users controller, I'm going to create a new instance variable @user equals user.new. Save that. Back to my form. Let's look at the form now. So this is fine. Form 4, this is going to be for user, not article. HTML class form horizontal role form, that's fine. Do F, form group, control label. Now F label, I don't have title for user, I have username. So user name. And over here, text field, username. Class form control, placeholder, I'm going to change this to enter username. Okay. And then the next one I have is label description. Now I don't have description, so I'll replace that with email. Then F text area over here, email as well. form control, placeholder, enter email. Now over here, it says text area. I'm going to change that to email field. Okay? Email field. Because text area, if you remember, gives us that big box. We don't want that for email. We simply want email field. And then it goes on to submit, but we need one additional item here, which is password, because we want users to create a password. So I will copy this and then Command V. Basically creating another item. The label for this is going to be password. Remember, we don't have to say password digest because we can refer to it using the virtual attribute, which is password. This is going to be password underscore field. Then for password, rows 10. Whoops, I have an error here. This is no longer rows 10. That was for my box, the text area description. So I'll get rid of that from the email field. I'll get rid of that from here also. I just need one row for this. Class form control, placeholder is going to be enter password. Okay. Save that over here. Form group, submit, that's fine. And then cancel request and return to articles listing. Okay, so let's see what that did. Save that. Go over here, sign up, reload. Okay, we have a problem. It's saying undefined method users path for this. So we are using a form for helper here, and this is going to generate a submit to the user's path for the post action, right? So when we actually handle the form submission. So right now, I don't have a path for handling the post action for users. So let's go ahead and create that. There are two ways you can do this. In the routes.rb file, you can do something like this. Post to users, and then route it to users controller, create action. That'll give you that path. So if I reload this page, there's the form. It's working because it's able to find that path. The other one is I can simply do resources : users, but I already have the new user path going to sign up. So I'll do resources users, comma, except : space, open square bracket, new. So basically I want all the routes except the new user route, which I already have as sign up. All right. So save that. If I reload this page, okay, it's still working. So the next thing I need to do is I need to give this a title. So let's go ahead and add the title. My new form over here, right here, I'll give it a title. So h1 align equals center, and I'll say sign up for alpha blog and h1. Save that. Reload. Okay, there's my title, sign up for alpha blog, and there's my username, email, password. And then it says create user. I don't like what this is saying. I don't want it to say create user. I want it to say sign up. So how do we do that? Back here. Over here where it says f.submit, what I can do is say f.submit space, and within quotes, sign up, then close quote, and then comma, and then have the class be button primary. Save that. Now if I reload this page, okay, sign up, perfect. So right now we have to handle the sign up. It's going to go to the create action, which we already know. So over here, I just want to see what it shows, okay? So in your users controller, define create end, I want to put in a debugger here, okay? Save that. Let me enter in a username. I'll say Masroor2, and then email masroor2@example.com. Password, I'll just say password. Click on sign up. So that basically paused my application. Right here, I'm in debugger. Now if I type in params, I see I have username Masroor2. I have email, masroor2@example.com, password, commit sign up, controller users, action create. Perfect. So it's going to the right place, and I see that I have username and I have password. And that's all I need to enter to the database to create the user, right? I have username, I have email, and I have password. So with that info, let's go ahead and create this. So I'm going to do Control D, and that will go and release the web server and run it again. It says missing template users create, which is fine. We don't have anything that we're doing in the create action. So let's go ahead and create user. First of all, we know that we're going to do @user equals user.new and then deal with strong parameters. So I'm going to have a private method here that's going to be user_params. Remember, we need to whitelist what we're accepting. So right here, I'll do private, then define user_params. So we know the top level key is going to be user. So params dot require within parentheses :user dot permit, and we're going to permit username, email, and password. Okay, save that. So now we'll be able to create a new user object with username, email, password that's entered in, and we get that through the params hash. So what are we going to do with it? If you remember, the format we follow is if @user.save, then something else, something else. So let's do the else condition first, meaning we have invalid user. We'll simply render the new template again, and that will display the error messages from our errors partial. So that takes care of the else condition. Now, if user actually saves, then we want to give it a message. So flash success, and we'll say welcome to the alpha blog. And we can display the username here. So pound, open brace, @user.username, close brace, close quote. And then we want to redirect. For now, we're going to redirect to the articles path. When we have a user show page, we'll redirect to the user show page or any other page that we want at that time. Right now, we're simply going to redirect back to articles listing. All right, so that should be enough. So I'm going to save that. Let's see if that works. And over here for testing, I'm going to have Rails console open, cd code Rails projects alpha blog. Whoops. And then Rails console. Okay, so let's try it out. We're going to go to the /signup route. Username Masroor2, email masroor2@example.com, password, I'll use password. Sign up. Welcome to the alpha blog Masroor2. Perfect. So I'm able to sign up users. I'm going to close this. Now let's see all the user details. So back to my IDE over here. I'll say user.all. There is the user I just created. User ID 5, username Masroor2, email, created at, updated at, password digest. There's the hash digest of the password. All right, so this mechanism is working. So I'm going to exit out of the console. So now that we have the ability to sign up users, I'm going to do a commit real quick. So git add -a, git commit -m, say sign up users from UI, close quote, hit enter, git push to push our code to our repository. All right, perfect. In the next video, we're going to look at editing users and also some partials. See you there.